appreciate all the students to switch on their cameras and drop any questions you have in the chat box during the talk or save them to ask after the talk in the second half of our discussion. So, diving right in, we know that in just a few months, many of you will be stepping into a whole new world, which is going to be your college life. It's going to be full of opportunities, independence, and exciting possibilities. But as a student myself who's about to graduate, I can definitely say that it's also going to be a flood of decisions for you. A lot of questions like, which course should I be taking? Which college is the right fit for me? Or am I even making the right choice for my future, right? And in today's AI-driven world, these decisions are not just influenced by our parents, teachers, or personal interests anymore. Algorithms can suggest us what we should study. Universities look at a personal image of excellence for us. And AI tools also help write our application essays, right? In a world where AI is shaping so many of our choices, it's a real question about how we can stay true to ourselves. So we come down to how you can stay true to who you are, right? How can you ensure that the choices you make, whether it's for college, career, or your personal growth, are truly yours and not just what AI or social media or the internet nudges you towards that, this is the right fit for you. So to help us navigate with this, we have two incredible experts today. We're waiting for one of them to still, okay, we have, okay. So one of them is Tarveen ma'am here, and the other one is Dr. Arti Anand. She will soon also switch her camera on. Each of them are going to bring us a really different and unique perspective on this journey of self-discovery in an AI-driven world. So our first speaker, Tarveen ma'am, has spent the last 14 years guiding over 5,000 students just like you guys, helping them find the right academic and career paths. She has helped students secure top universities, admissions, and scholarships, making all of their dreams a reality. Currently, Tarveen ma'am is working as the head of outreach at BCM School, and she is also a national Changemaker Award recipient and a member of the International Career and College Counseling Association, who is actively working to ensure students receive the right career guidance, not just based on what's trending, but on what truly aligns with the students' strengths and passions. Next, we would have Arti Anand ma'am. She is a highly respected clinical psychologist with over 25 years of experience helping people navigate through stress, anxiety, and major life transitions, like one that all of you are about to go through. So currently practicing at Sir Ganga Hospital in New Delhi with an expertise in psychotherapy, psychometric testing, and stress management, and also having conducted numerous training programs and workshops on cognitive behavioral therapy, positive parenting, and mental resilience. Dr. Anand has worked extensively with students, parents, and professionals, helping them break free from self-doubt, manage stress, and truly understand their own strengths. So with that brief introduction of the speakers that we have today from different fields, we can get started. To begin, I would like to ask Tarveen ma'am an umbrella question about, in today's AI-driven world, where do students, where students have access to endless amount of information and tools, right? How can they ensure that their choices truly reflect their originality? And what challenges do we see in maintaining such authenticity in this domain and their dreams?
Okay, Lekhna, can I start?
Yes, please.
Thank you so much. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for such a warm introduction. It's an absolute pleasure to be about the topic, which is really close to my heart, which is being original in an AI-driven world. The privilege of guiding students, young professionals through evolution and career choices. And today we are standing at a pivotal moment in history, and artificial intelligence are continuously intersecting in a ways we ago. AI everywhere. You start your day with AI and you end your day with. If I have to write articles, AI is there. If I have to compose music, then also AI is there. If I have to do something, AI is there.
So sorry, Tarveen, ma'am, your voice is getting cut. Could you just maybe see the connection?
Yeah, yeah, just a second. I hope now it's fine. You are on mute.
Yes, yes, it's better.
So I was talking about AI, like AI is everywhere. When I have to write some article, when I have to compose any music, or I have to do some graphic designing, AI is everywhere. It is so fast, it is efficient, and it is incredibly powerful. So my now question is, real question, we always say to everybody that you should not, let AI to discourage your creativity. So now question is, in AI, in a world where AI can mimic creativity, how can I stay original? How can I be authentic? So this is the one part which I really want, and students are there with me. So I want students to understand this process. It is not just about creativity, it is about identity. AI can replicate patterns, but AI cannot, replicate the human minds and emotions. AI cannot do that. So if you have to write down certain essay or anything, you can write down how it should be presented, but story and emotions behind that AI will not use. So originality matters. AI can create, but it lacks the sense of human creativity. It lacks the sense of intuition. It lacks the sense of emotion. And most important, it lacks the experience. Like I always say, as I said now also, AI can generate songs, but it cannot understand the heartbeat or a joy behind that. Like AI can write story, but it cannot weave the depth of that personal experience. It can design art, but it lacks the emotional connection that gives that art a meaning. So
Yes, ma'am.
originality is about creating something that AI cannot, something that reflects your unique experience, something that reflects your emotion. And that is why staying original at this point is really, really very important. And it is a challenge. Now, I also say to my students that, okay, you are interested in technology, you opt for AI. We are living in an era of 2025. I will understand that till 2036 or 2046, it will be all AI. But what will happen after that? We will lose our analytical skills, we will lose our creativity skills, and we will lose that potential of a brain to think about that. So that is why I always say, my dear students, to analyze, if you are giving prompt to chat GPT, at least prompt should be in a way that is using some creativity of your mind. So if you allow me, Lekna, do I have some time to talk about challenges also?
Yes, yes, sure, sure.
So if we talk about, I told you about how to stay, like what are the things we need to do. If I talk about challenges to originality in AI-driven world, let us be very honest. Staying original is not easy. Where you have AI which can produce content much faster than we'll think. I'll sit and I'll think about my essay to be written, and in the meanwhile, one of my friend will sit and will give a prompt to Chat GPT, and his essay will be ready in 2 3 seconds. Wherein I am just thinking, and it might take some time. So this is the challenge to be original. So how I will be honest, how I'll stay original. So my basic thing is that if I am into AI driven world, I am dependent. AI tools are so convenient that there's a risk of becoming dependent. Rather, we are becoming dependent and losing the habit to think independently. Then authenticity is a dilemma. When AI generated content reflects trends and popular patterns, how do you ensure your voice remains authentic? So these challenges are real, but they are not impossible to overcome. The key is learning how to work with AI without losing yourself. This is one very, very important phrase which I use with my students also. AI, you do not be dependent, you don't depend yourself on AI. Use AI to ease your work. Now, how can I do that? Like how I can stay original in this AI driven world. So I'll be sharing certain practical strategies that have helped me and my students also to work with. I always use AI as a tool, not a crutch. AI should complement your creativity, not define it. So let AI help you with research, automation, like generating ideas, but let your voice shape the final outcome. So, for example, if I talk about if you use AI to draft a speech, don't just read it word to word. Add your personal touch, add certain stories, add some tone into that. Second is you should trust your intuition. AI work on patterns. AI is typically working on patterns. It cannot predict the future or create something entirely new. It is all data driven in that chat GPT, and chat GPT will be giving you answers as per the data already inbuilt. So your intuition, your curiosity, your emotional intelligence are your superpowers. If AI generates solution that does not feel right, trust your instincts and adjust accordingly. So AI cannot replace your life experiences. That's your edge. Bring your personal stories and insights into your work to make it truly unique. Like if AI generates a piece of music, you can add lyrics based on your own story. So music could be taken from AI, but ultimately lyrics will be from your side, which will create emotional connection. AI will help you to ease your work, but AI will not build that connectivity. So AI works on data. It cannot challenge the status quo also. So you can use critical thinking to evaluate AI generated content and you can push beyond its limitation. So if AI suggests a strategy, ask yourself, so does this align to my values? Am I going into that? Or is there any better way? So we need to stay authentic. Authenticity is very important. Like don't let AI dilute your authenticity. So if I have to maintain my authenticity, I need to keep my brain always open and I need to understand my EQ level, my IQ level. I need to understand how creative I am. If I'm not creative, then I have to work upon my those skills. I have to work upon my critical thinking skills. I have to work upon my analytical skills. I can work upon my problem solving skills. AI has a wonderful problem solving skills, which is not letting us to think and solve the problem. Otherwise, what AI is doing, we were doing 10 years before. There was no AI. Still, we were writing essays. So AI has made my work easy, but AI again has taken creativity out of my personality. So I guess we should work on our personality. So let's talk about the big picture for a moment. Like AI is automating routine tasks, which means future of work will rely more on human creativity and emotional intelligence. So skills which should be essential, like skills that will be essential in AI driven world as well, that is creativity and innovation, problem solving skills, we have emotional intelligence, we have strategic thinking and ethical judgment. These five skills cannot be replaced by AI. AI can do each and everything, but AI cannot replace these, five skills. So, as a career counselor, I always tell my students, AI can give you answers, but it cannot give you identity. So how we can empower students to think originally in AI driven world? Like we can encourage them to question AI generated content. So what you can do is, like if you are using chat GPT almost every day, chat GPT might be having some sort of your personality behavior. I once asked chat GPT, tell me something about myself. You won't believe my whole profile was created by chat GPT. So this is something we can encourage them to question, like what could they tell, what is happening in the society, what is happening in the country. Let us judge that how relevant that information is. So once you will find that fake information, then you will trust yourself. Then you will say that no, I know better than chat gpt. I can always seek help of chat gpt, but I'll not truly rely on that. So this is the way where you can, encourage them to question AI generated content, or you can provide opportunities for creative expressions through art, through writing, through innovation. Time and again, students need to understand that AI is a tool. AI is not at all decision maker. So students, they have to foster curiosity and exploration. So when students learn to trust their own voices and think independently, they become not just a consumers of AI, but creators of the future as well. So, see, we cannot live without AI. At this era, if you talk that AI should be elevated, no, it is not at all possible. We should not elevate. Even we should not replace AI. AI is not an enemy. It is a powerful tool. The goal is try to understand, my dear students. The goal is not to fight with AI, but to use it to enhance your creativity. These days prompt engineering has come. Prompt engineering is all about how you to give prompts to AI, how you can, get your work done by AI in more creativity sense. So let AI handle routine work, like, so you can focus on creating, innovating, and leading. So future, you understand, future belongs to those who can blend the power of AI with authenticity of human creativity. AI may generate content, but originality will always come from you. So as we wrap up, I want to leave you with this thought. I'll not say much more about AI because I understand that this generation, they cannot think a day without AI. So AI can replicate patterns, but it cannot replicate the human spirit. So you need to stay creative, you need to stay authentic, and you need to stay original.
Thank you. Thank you, Tarveen, ma'am, for those invaluable insights that you've given. It's very clear that in today's world, with AI having influencing everything around us, we constantly also try to present ourselves in a certain way rather than who we really are, right? So authenticity and originality becomes much more important than we've ever thought of, I feel. As you also mentioned, originality isn't just about standing out, it's about making our own choices, having something of our own, whether it's easy or hard, picture perfect or unclear, anything is fine, friends, but it needs to be something of your own rather than something originating from the AI itself. Yeah. And I would also like to say that with the extensive penetration that AI has had, in our world, we literally, I doubt there's anyone who is in this meeting without using AI every single day for something or the other. So it also brings challenges like self-doubt or the pressure to confirm that, this is what is ideal. So we need to present ourselves in this way. Or the constant comparison that, oh, they are having something better than what I have. So maybe I need to tweak this here, tweak this there, and increase the standards of it. This brings us to an equally important aspect, which is our students' mental and emotional well being during this transition from school to college. Because making authentic choices isn't just about knowing what we want, but it's also about feeling confident in those choices and managing the challenges that come with those. I would like to now welcome Dr. Arti Anand to please share her insights on how one can maintain their mental and emotional well-being while also embracing AI as a tool and not just a decision maker, like what Tarveen ma'am said.
Good evening, everyone. I'm delighted to be here today to talk about the topic that is so important and crucial in these days, maintaining your well being and embracing your authenticity as you transition from your school to college in an increasingly AI driven world. So, we know that the world around us is evolving at an unprecedented pace, and much of this change is driven by artificial intelligence. AI influences every aspect of our lives, from how we learn and interact to how we perceive and process the information. This transformation can be both exciting and daunting. Today, we will explore how to navigate these challenges while staying true to ourselves. That the shift from school to college is a very monumental change, and it's a time filled with excitement, new opportunities, and but also challenges, especially in our increasingly digital society. Today, I want to share some insights on how to maintain your well being, embrace your authenticity, and navigate this journey while living in an AI dominated world. For many of you, a transition from school to college may feel like stepping into a new whole world that is full of possibilities, but also very overwhelming. You're moving into a space where independence is celebrated, yet expectations are very high, responsibilities are greater, and new social dynamics emerge. As exciting as it is, this shift can bring about feelings of homesickness, anxiety, and insecurity. You may find yourself comparing your journey to that of your peers, questioning your capabilities, and wondering if you truly belong to this place. These feelings are completely normal, and if they are unchecked, they can weigh heavily on your emotional well being. Moving from the structured environment of the school to the independence of college is a significant milestone. It is time filled with excitement and also pressure. AI can be both helpful guide and also a challenge. On one hand, it offers tools to enhance learning, customize educational paths, and even suggest mental resources. On the other hand, it can sometimes exacerbate social challenges or foster dependency on digital solutions. It is essential to acknowledge the psychological impact of this change. You are entering a phase where academic expectations increase and social dynamics shift, balancing newfound independence with responsibilities can be very overwhelming. Embrace this time as an opportunity to learn and grow. Let us take a moment to understand the AI driven world we live in. Artificial intelligence has pervaded every aspect of our lives, from the recommendations you see on streaming platforms to the algorithms that curates your social media feed. It is designed to enhance our capabilities, streamline tasks, and even help us learn better. But with these advancements come challenges as well. There's often a heightened sense of performance pressure in environments filled with digital tools. We may start to measure our worth through likes on social media, grades in the class, or how well we can adapt to the new technology. It is crucial to recognize that amidst this powerful influence, our identity and self sense are at stake. As you navigate your college years, it is essential to find your voice in a landscape that may feel dominated by artificial intelligence and curated content. This is about embracing your uniqueness, expressing your authentic self, and finding communities that value your perspective. Seek out opportunities for creative expression, be it through writing, art, music, or activism. Join clubs or organizations that align with your interests and beliefs. These spaces provide great avenues for sharing your voice and connecting with like-minded individuals. Remember, it is perfectly acceptable to challenge the status quo. As you learn to grow, don't hesitate to question the narratives presented to you, whether through AI, generated recommendations, or societal expectation. Embrace discussions, engage in debates, and foster an open minded attitude that allows for diverse perspectives. You possess the ability to influence the spaces you inhabit. Don't shy away from it. By being true to yourself, you can inspire those around you and contribute positively to your community, making it richer for everyone. Now, so how do we maintain our well being during this vital transition? First of all, by self awareness. One of the first steps is to cultivate self awareness. Take time to reflect on your strengths, weaknesses, passions, and values. Understand what drives you rather than what society or social media tells you should matter. Setting personal goals rooted in your true self, not just in grades or external validation, can help create a strong foundation for your transition. Now, let's talk about authenticity. What does it mean? What does it mean to be yourself? Being authentic means knowing your values and living them. It's about expressing yourselves genuinely in every facet of life. Unfortunately, there are countless influences, friends, media, and society as a whole that can sometimes distort our self perception. It is crucial to highlight the values of authenticity. Being genuine and true to your values leads to better mental health, stronger relationships. Authenticity is more than just a buzzword, it can significantly impact your life. AI has many positive aspects. It can enhance our learning, improve our efficiency, and even support our creativity. But while AI can be valuable resource, it also brings some challenges. We see people becoming overly dependent on technology, losing privacy, or even feeling socially isolated. One significant issue is how AI can influence our self perception. It can lead to unnecessary comparisons and ultimately feelings of anxiety and self doubt. Most important is social media. It is a powerful tool and which can create pressure to conform. While it provides a platform for self-expression, it can mislead us about what normal looks like. For example, how often do we ask ourselves if we are sharing our true selves or simply trying to fit in? I encourage you to be mindful of how you engage with social media. First, spend time understanding your core values and what truly matters to you. Define your goals based on these insights. Self reflection is essential. Whether through journaling or meditation, taking time to understand your thoughts, feelings, and values can help you stay grounded. In the digital world, just give me a moment. I'll bring water. Just a moment.
Sure, no worries. Meanwhile, I think, Tarveen ma'am, we actually have a question in my private box. Maybe you can address that while we wait for Arti ma'am. There's a student who has asked if, like, how can students really strike? Okay, Arti ma'am is back. Let's just go ahead with Arti ma'am and then we'll come back to the question.
In this digital world, it is easy to fall into trap of projecting curated versions of yourself. Resist this by expressing your true self both online and offline. Use digital tools to amplify your voice and not alter it. Now, critical thinking is very important. It is rather your ally. Questions Question the information you consume, especially that driven by AI. Make informed decisions that align with your values rather than just following trends or instructions from algorithms. Establish digital boundaries. It is very, very crucial. Social media can be a double edged sword. It keeps us connected, but often fosters comparison and dissatisfaction. Consider setting specific times each day to unplug and engage in activities that resonate with you, whether that's reading a book, going for a walk, or engaging in a hobby. These moments of self reflection can refresh your mind and prepare you for challenges ahead. Balancing digital and real world. Make a conscious effort to step away from screens, prioritize face to face conversations, and immerse yourself in outdoor activities. Diversity in experience is enriching. Remember, AI can also be a tool for mental health support. Many platforms offer guidance, sometimes personalized, to help you maintain well being. Don't hesitate to use them. Another very important way of helping you transit from school to college is building a support network. Never underestimate the power of your supportive community. College is a unique time to form genuine connections with individuals who share your interests and values. Engage with peers, join clubs, or participate in campus activities or events. Speak up when you need help or when you are feeling overwhelmed, whether it is reaching out to friends, professors, or mental health resources. Remember, asking for help is not a sign of weakness, it's a sign of strength, which many youth in today come to me feeling that they are feeling weak. That's why they are here. They have been suffering for so long, and when they are not able to uh, tackle their problems, they come when they are in extreme distress. So this is something very important, that don't consider yourself weak. Communicate your problems and seek help as much as you can. Second important thing, third, is embracing imperfection. In this age of digital perfection, it is easy to feel pressured to present an idealized version of yourself. However, it is essential to remember that everyone is human. It is, and all of us are affected by challenges and failures. Embrace your imperfections. They are often the best teachers. Share your experiences, stories, and with others, and you may find that many other people, they may resonate with your experiences and your problems, creating a deeper bond with them and understanding among your peer group. Lastly, mindfulness and self-care. Don't underestimate the power of mindfulness and self-care. Engage in regular practices such as meditation, yoga, or journaling. These activities can help you and manage stress. Prioritize your physical health by maintaining a balanced diet, exercising regularly, and getting sleep. When you take care of your body, your mind follows suit. To wrap up, in the end, I would like to emphasize the powerful message at the heart of this discussion today. While we live in an ever evolving AI driven world, maintaining our sense of self and well being is crucial. As you transition from school to college, focus on self-awareness, establish healthy digital boundaries, build supportive, healthy relationships, embrace your imperfections, and prioritize mindfulness and self-care. This journey, this journey is uniquely yours, and it is filled with waiting potential. As you embark on this exciting chapter, reflect on your identity, aspirations, and values. Be bold enough to be authentic, because that not only enriches your life but also contributes a more genuine and compassionate community. Always remember, while AI offers extraordinary tools to aid your journey, your individuality and authenticity remain unmatched. Trust your abilities, stay true to yourself, and know that you are not alone in this journey. Thank you for your attention today. I hope these insights help you to navigate your transition with confidence. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Arti Anand. You have
Likhna,
really,
if you give a moment, I would just like to add on two, three things, which
sure,
is
sure.
like she was speaking about that students they need to speak out what their problems are. Right now, why we are facing so much of societal issues and so much of students going into depression is that this generation wants to become a cool. A cool means where they will not come in front and will talk about their problems. Although universities and schools, if I talk about, they have a special counselors, they are so many mentors they are having, those who are very much ready to help students, but they are not coming in front. This year, CBSE also launched certain websites, certain helplines. I am from Ludhiana. Ludhiana government, DC of Ludhiana launched one helpline for students, those who are facing any anxiety or panic attacks during exam. And can, if you can even, think of, just try to guess how many students approached government. Nobody, hardly one or two students. Why? Because they think if we'll come with our problems, our students will, our fellow friends or peer groups will judge us. So we need to break this stereotype. We need to trust our intuition. We need to break this stereotype, and we need to stand in front of the audience or in front where I can say that, yes, I have a problem and I require a help. Everybody, every single human being is struggling. I am struggling, you are struggling, everybody is struggling. We need to create that ecosystem where everybody is comfortable to come and seek help from the, either mentors or friends or anybody in the society. Then definitely will not face certain transition issues.
One
So
thing
that.
very important I can add to this is there is still so much of stigma attached to mental disorders, or as I mentioned, that they feel it is you are weak if you are having anxiety or depression. Even the parents feel like that. Deal with parents more. I'm counseling parents more because can you imagine these children force their parents to come to a counselor? No, I want to go to a counselor because I'm not able to sleep. I'm feeling depressed. I'm feeling suicidal. I'm having panic attacks. But what many of the parents feel, oh, ये कुछ नहीं है, बी स्ट्रांग, तुम्हें सब ठीक हो जाएगा, हम तुमको सब कुछ दे रहे हैं, डोंट वरी, आप थोड़ा सो जाओ, 2-3 दिन रिलैक्स करो, you will be fine. But this is not the way to deal with it. The parents also are not taking making effort. Many of the parents I see, generally most, even the educated ones, they don't understand that children can have depression and anxiety. This is also because of the influence of AI, social media, and the constant reels we see. The uh, perceptions created, false perceptions created in the media about how a person should look, how a person should behave, how a person should talk. All these things, when the children see, they feel, oh, I'm less than that, or I want to be like them, so I should do something about it, or I should, they will work more. They get worked up seeing all these misperceptions, misconcepts on the reels, in the reels which they show these days. Now,
And I'm sorry, Arti, if I'll sound bit blunt and rude over here, because I can understand that this is an open communication. But I am having one very strong point, which is that parents themselves are so busy in their lives that they are least concerned what is happening to their kid life. The only
exactly,
concern is child has come from a school. How much did you score? What was your score?
exactly,
What you did in the
it's
school?
exactly, you are
I
right.
dare to ask, like, how many parents ask for the well-being of the child, that yeah,
They are
whether
not,
my bacha or not? Nobody's asking.
you
All
are
we are running
absolutely
towards,
right.
this. Yeah,
I
I
agree with you.
we
But
are
there
moving
is
out
so
of the
much
topic.
stigma
It was.
also, man. Stigma
Hmm.
is also there. The children are bringing their parents,
Hmm.
forcing them
Hmm.
कि मेरे को जाना है साइकोलॉजिस्ट के पास. साइकियाट्रिस्ट तो बहुत दूर है, बिकॉज
Hmm.
साइकियाट्रिस्ट विल गिव यू मेडिसिन. एटलीस्ट दे आर कमिंग टू साइकोलॉजिस्ट, दे विल ओनली काउंसल, ओके आर बच्चा इज
Because
सेफ.
psychologists will listen to them. Nobody
Them
else is listening.
with,
This is
and they
the
will
main.
not prescribe medicines
Yes,
also.
yes, yes. And I guess we are moving out of the topic. It was authenticity and AI. We have moved towards, because
But
psychology
I
is
think
something very close to my heart. I, intervene and start speaking on that. Over to you,
I
Lekna.
understand. Yes, yes. So I think to all the students, what we're trying to also say is that the transition between, like, from your school to college is going to definitely be an overwhelming process for you guys. So it's going to be a journey of rediscovering an identity for yourself, a lot of independence and self-discovery. So we're also trying to say that you are going to have challenges with AI and with a lot of digital information being out there, which influences you day to day. There will be a lot of challenges that you encounter, and it's completely all right and understandable for all of you to step up, come out, and talk about these issues and have conversations about these to healthily navigate them and find a self that is really true to you.
Mhm.
um
Right.
so I think let's end with does anyone here have any questions that they would like to ask?
Lekna, you were telling me there is one question.
Yes, yes, there is. I just wanted to see if anyone else had. All right. So one question that I have here is how can students strike the right balance between, using AI tools for assistance, but also ensuring that their college essays remain authentic and reflective of their true selves?
Okay. So, see, talking about college essays, college or universities are becoming very smart these days. The moment they'll come to know that there is a plagiarism, you will be suspended at that very moment only. So, students, you need to be very, very careful. Like, AI can be helpful tool in brainstorming ideas, improving your grammar, or organizing thoughts. But heart of the essay must come from the student. So how you can, how students can use AI responsibly while ensuring their voice remains original. So your essays should always start with self-reflection. What am I? So before turning to AI, students should take out time to reflect their own personal experience, their values, their achievements, write down the key moments that shape their personality or beliefs, which help them to create a foundation for an authentic essay. I need to tell about myself. Then we can use AI for structure, not storytelling. AI will be telling me certain format, how I have to write essay. Story, I have to write my own. So direction will be mine, production will be somebody else. So AI can be useful in generating or suggesting better sentences, structures, or helping outline ideas. However, the content, like especially specific anecdotes, emotions, that should be by student only. So student is required to add personal touches. Even AI can help in improving phrases. Students should be having certain, reflections and emotions that make their essay uniquely theirs. So otherwise, what is the last exercise which I always say my students? Once you have written your essay, pick up the piece of the paper and read it very loud. The moment you'll start reading it, then it will create some sort of, idea, your mindset, that how that essay looks like. Then bring that essay to your parent, either your mother or a father. Read aloud that essay with your parents. They will also understand because they were there with you throughout your journey. They can tell you better that, okay, this was some leadership camp happened in your school. And out of that leadership camp, this was the personality trait which came across. And there you analyze that, okay, I have the leadership quality in me as well. So ultimately, storyline, you have to write it down. As I always said, direction could be done by AI.
Okay, just to follow up on this, apart from what you said, do you think there are any other specific qualities or storytelling elements that top universities like Harvard, Stanford, or Yale would look for in essays that AI generated content might often fail to like capture?
See, top universities value essays that reveal students' personality, growth, and perspective. University people, they are so smart, so smart that while reading that essay in a single second, they can realize that essay has been written by a student or it is AI generated. So they always look for authentic voice. Colleges want to hear students natural way of expressing themselves. Essay that sound too perfect, over polished, can always feel like robotic and detached, right? Then emotional depth should be there. Then your unique perspectives. Yeah, like universities like Harvard and Stanford, they like essays that showcase how students view the world in their own unique way. AI generated content can also follow certain patterns, which I always say. So while original essays, they reflect individuality, your personal growth, like universities, they look for your personal growth. I still remember one of my students, she is selected in Western University of Australia. Her essay was amazing. Her essay demonstrate like how she took her challenges and how what were the personality traits that came out during that challenge. So sharing lessons learned even from our failures shows maturity, self-awareness. So standout essays does not need to be, they will be having some sort of fancy words or they'll be written in some polished words. It just needs to be genuine. Colleges want to admit real people with real stories. They don't want, robots, those who are having everything in a perfect manner, they to come there to their universities and, to study there. University, I was having one conversation with someone from leadership role from University of British Columbia, that is known for, University of British Columbia reject students like anything. So I was in a conversation with him. I asked, what you look in a student, like what you want to see in a essay that will reflect that, okay, this child is suitable for my university. He said only one thing: they want humble and kind students, those who want to do something for the betterment of the society. Your essay should reflect that. That's all I need to say.
Makes sense, yeah. One more question for Arti ma'am. What do you think students can do, like maybe in terms of daily practices or something like that, when they feel caught up in comparisons or like they're feeling inadequate?
Okay, first of all, I want every student to understand when they are comparing themselves with others, that is that cannot be done, because they should understand that every individual is different. Every individual's story is different. He is coming from different background, genetics, and his temperament is different. Even your intelligence and your aptitude, attitude is totally different. So if you start comparing yourself with others at every step, you will be never happy. So instead of comparing yourself, you look for what you want from your life. Reflect on your values, reflect on your goals, because different people will have different goals. And it's okay not to achieve what others have achieved. But what is important is to look, are you moving towards your goal or not? What are the things you are doing to uh, to achieve something? Because when you compare, you will not be able to focus or concentrate on your goals, achievable goals. You will not be able to take proper decisions, because when you compare, you are always belittling yourself. taking negative things about yourself, your confidence will go down. What you can do, okay, whenever you are comparing, instead of comparing, you see why that person is going ahead of you. What are the skills you don't have which you can improve? Which are the skills you can add on in your repertoire so that you can work effectively? So, this is one important thing. It is basically how you can change your thought process and perception about yourself. And believe me, your way of uh, doing things may be totally different from the other person, and it is completely all right also to not to achieve. You cannot say कि अगर उसके पास ये है तो मेरे पास भी ये होना चाहिए. It should not be this attitude. The attitude should be, what are the skills he has? Can I improve myself in something? And can I reach anywhere near to that person? If I can, then I should work towards that. Comparisons, blame, self blame, guilt never helps you. In fact, accepting your follies and working towards them is the only way to success. That I've seen in my own personally and on in my students or clients also. So one thing you can do this, and if you are these days children get overthinking is very much there. They keep overthinking negative things about past, negative worrying about the future. So in that case, exercise daily, socialize, relaxation exercise you can see on your videos, and learn and do that. These will help you out. One more important thing is communicating. That is the most important thing. Communicate and communicate. These days, what is happening is people are only watching reels, they are not socializing. So what happens is that they are lacking in social skills. When you lack in social skills, what happens? You will always be scared to move forward. You will be scared of being judged. You will be scared of being embarrassed. So it is so important for everybody to use your mobile, your internet, or AI media in very judicially. You have to balance it. And once you know that I am doing my yoga, socializing, exercising, your mood will increase, your motivation will increase, and also your thoughts process will change. Always try to look for positivity in yourself. Never say, I lack this. You start your day with, what do I have? What are the more positive things about me? Why do I want validation from anybody? It could be parents, it could be teachers, or it could be AI. Why do I want validation, and how is this validation helping me? Is it motivating me, or is it lowering my self confidence? In my opinion, whenever extreme form of validation is needed by any student, there is lack of confidence, there is lack of self esteem. So find out what you want in life actually, and be confident in whatever you do, whatever you say. It doesn't matter if people are not. And second thing, learn one thing, that not many people have time to judge you. Okay, so you focus on your self improvement. That's what I would like to say. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. I think that really, it's well put and really answers the question at the core. Does any other student have any other questions? Otherwise, we're going to be wrapping up the session. Okay. All right, then. I would like to end on the note that rather than trying to strive for perfection or presenting yourself in a particular way, I think checking for suitability would be one thing that students really need to look for about whether something you're writing an essay for is even what you really want. And do you think you are who you are trying to portray yourself as? So that is something common from what both our speakers told. And we always tend to hear, and we're taught to listen to what our parents are saying, listen to what people are saying. But one thing I would also like to say is feel free to explore even if you're not sure, and feel free to speak up even if you're not sure, because that's how everyone is going to learn. Yeah. So all the best for your journey ahead. We have a high expectations. I think we have a question in the chat box that I would like to direct. So there's a student asking, nowadays I have a high expectation, so what do I do for it?
Can I answer it?
Sure.
See, when you have high expectations, you should also go and reflect yourself, your abilities, your aptitude, your traits. You may be having high expectations from yourself. Are they matching reality? Are they matching your real self? That is very important. For example, I'm giving you a very basic example. For example, a person who comes to me with a background, who has not who is not fluent in English, who is not done very well in his class, and he's not able to do perform well, and he has very high expectations of becoming a doctor, while he is not making any efforts to work towards that. Then there is a problem. You know what your capability is, what's your ability is, go for that. Many times, parents or the society, your peers tell you, you become an engineer or a doctor, but your mind will say, no, I cannot do it. But you will still have high expectations. नहीं, मुझे तो ये करना है क्योंकि ये मेरे मम्मी पापा का ड्रीम है, या मेरा बचपन से ड्रीम था, because it was conditioned or put into your head कि मेरी बेटी को लॉयर बनना है या मेरी बेटी को यूपीएससी का एग्जाम देना है. It's not like that. It's what you really want. And also, are you able to work hard towards that goal? Because different people will have different ability, different capability, and different ways to express themselves or to work towards that. So you have to know what you want. High expectations करके फायदा नहीं है. You have to have practical expectations from yourself. अगर हाई एक्सपेक्टेशंस है तुम्हारी है, या फर्स्ट फाइंड आउट इट्स इट योर एक्सपेक्टेशंस और दीज आर द एक्सपेक्टेशंस गॉट फ्रॉम द एनवायरनमेंट. It could be parents, peers, etc. So if it is not yours, then you have to do thinking कि क्या मैं यही चाह रही हूँ. And also reflect, if this goal is not I'm not able to get this goal, or if I'm not able to get this university, do I have a second option? Don't be rigid, please. Life is not to be going on a straight line. It is very, very vast. It can take you to many different roads, and many different challenges will come. So instead of being rigid, I would tell all the students to be open minded कि अगर ये नहीं होगा, I'll give timeline कि ये फिनिश करने, ये अगर एक साल में नहीं हुआ या 2 साल में नहीं हुआ, so I will do something else, so that you don't feel pressured or you feel negative about yourself or blame yourself. I
Thank you,
think
ma'am.
I'm able to answer that. If not, let me know.
We have one more question on my personal chat. There's a student asking, would the spread use of AI lead to a decline in the use of books as a source of knowledge? Um,
Who?
would you like me to repeat the question?
Yeah, repeat
Or
the question. My network was lost.
sorry. So the question is, would the widespread of AI chatbots lead to a decline in the use of books as a source of knowledge itself?
Definitely, it is doing that. And the process of reading the book and process of sitting at one place and concentrating on one book is a source of meditation, is a source which will lead to improve your concentration, is a source which will help you to focus on your goal. So definitely AI, because reading book of a page 200, so suppose I have to read a book which has total pages of 300 to 400. If I write the name of that book and I instruct chatbot to give me summary of that book, that will be there within 2-3 microseconds. But that connectivity with the writer, connectivity with the author who has written that book, about experiences he has shared, about the skills he got out of those experiences, that student won't be able to understand. So reading one book is one exercise in is one meditation. That is why today we as a teacher, we are struggling to get good readers. We in our school, we have started dear activity, which is drop everything and read, which means that last 15 minutes of Saturday, everybody in the school campus will be reading, be it be peon, sweeper, support staff, teaching staff, teachers on a leadership role, our principal, everyone will do that to inculcate reading habit which is lost. And once reading is lost, it will be very difficult for education system to collaborate and come together to bring some good revolutionary change. So this is one very hard truth of our life, that with the use of AI, reading is going away.
Yeah. And so the amount of knowledge you can get from books will never reduce. It's always so much more
See,
than what AI has. So I just
knowledge,
want, yeah,
knowledge is not a big deal. Knowledge I'll get, but that skill set, that understanding through explanation, I will not get through from summary. Summary
right.
will be 100 words. And story or novel or anything, if I'm reading some spiritual book, nowadays I'm reading one book of Sadhguru, which is Inner Engineering. He has changed my life like anything. Like anything. One of my friends, she only suggested to read that book. And although I have read 1,000 times summary of Inner Engineering from ChatGPT only, but through phrases, through anecdotes, how he's explaining how he got a change in his life, that I'm implementing on my life. That I won't be able to do with chatbots.
Right. So in short, I guess AI cannot do that replacement. So please refer to books more. On that note, we're going to end today's session. Yeah. Thank you all and all the best for your futures. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye.
You're most welcome, ma'am.
Thank you. Bye bye.